4.9 billion with a B. That is how many school lunches are served every single year. That is according to the School Nutrition Association. And this morning, there's a push to make those meals healthier, fresher, and tastier. And joining me in studio this morning, Chef Ann Cooper, president and founder of the Chef Ann Foundation. And thank you for being with us. Welcome.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for having me here.
All right. I mean, I do have to say, okay, I did have some favorites as a kid when it came to school lunches, but a lot of that stuff, I mean, it didn't feel very healthy. I wasn't really into eating it. So talk a little bit about the foundation and what it's doing in all 50 states.
So the Chef Ann Foundation, as you said, is in all 50 states. We're in over 13,000 schools, touching over 3.5 million kids. And what we're doing is supporting school food professionals from segueing from highly processed food, maybe some of that stuff you love.
I did remember that, yes.
To scratch-cooked food, healthier, delicious scratch-cooked food. That's what we want.
I feel like a lot of school districts have, I mean, let's face it, there's money problems. There's not enough money in the budgets. Schools are, you know, they're trying to figure out what to do, but they're trying to provide for kids. You know, they're trying to feed kids breakfast and lunch and do it in a healthy way. How do you reconcile those two things?
You know, there are money problems, but when you scratch cook and you use raw ingredients and fresh fruits and vegetables, it can actually cost less than highly processed packaged food. You don't have all that processing, the packaging. Now, there are sometimes labor issues that, you know, are involved, but fresh scratch-cooked food is healthy, it's good for kids, and it can be financially viable.
Okay, so my other question is, how do you get kids to eat some of those things? I mean, when I was in school, you know, Nacho Day was a big deal. I wanted that, but I know that's not the healthiest thing. So how do you convince the kids to get on board?
You make it delicious. And listen, you know, nachos can be healthy if you don't use that vibrant orange canned cheese sauce, but you make a nice cheese sauce with real cheddar cheese, and you make the salsa, and you use good baked chips. Even nachos can be healthy. So scratch-cooked foods allow you to choose your ingredients and allow you to make even kid favorites much healthier.
Okay, from my perspective, I am not a cook, I'm not a chef. Scratch cooked, as you keep referring, sounds like a huge undertaking. These sound like big changes. So where do you start? How do you make those small changes?
It's a continuum. So, you know, you might start by serving chicken nuggets today that are highly processed, and then get to a frozen whole piece of chicken, and then maybe a fresh piece of chicken. So it's a continuum. You take baby steps. You take away the most egregious ingredients and start using fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins.
I love that. And, you know, you have this Get Schools Cooking initiative, and it sounds like that can help kind of fix some of these problems we're talking about as well.
Absolutely. So Get Schools Cooking is one of our premier projects. We're running it all across the country. Right now, here in Bellingham, we just had, or in Bellingham, I'm in Seattle today.
You're busy, you're all over.
I know I am. So we just had 7 districts come together for our 5th cohort, and we're starting to help districts move from highly processed to speed scratch to scratch cooking, and really work to support school districts in serving healthier, delicious food.
You know, you just actually mentioned that you were in Bellingham, so talk about what just happened there that could impact school lunches all across the U.S.
Well, we worked with these 7 school districts, and we started talking to them about finance and facilities and food, and we toured the Bellingham Central Kitchen.
Nice.
And we really worked and showed these districts how they can cook healthier food, and we're going to work with them for 3 years.
Wow.
So this is the start, and we're going to work with them for 3 years.
I like that you have the idea and then you're going to work long term, because it's not like, oh, you should do this and then we're just going to get out of Dodge. So that's nice to hear. I mean, sounds like it's really going to, you know, this could be really, you know, make some meaningful impacts.
Absolutely. You know, there's hundreds of thousands of kids all across the country that are at risk for hunger. They need our food. They need healthier food. We need to do this.
Chef Ann Cooper, we appreciate you being here. Man, all this talk of food, I'm hungry now. I'm hungry for some fresh, healthy food. That sounds nice. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.